people forget he's very close friend with Senator Lacson, right?
Yes,
so everyone talks about, he said this about Bongo, Duterte, etc.
Yes.
Which I've criticized. Pero in fairness to him, tag team din sila ni Lacson. So actually, it's a good combination, two of them. Somehow are the front line of this issue.
Yes. Tapos si Babe Singson, somebody who knows the DPWH, so alam niya
the inner workings.
Tapos hindi naman siya tainted by the corruption sa DPWH. Nung siya ay...
Do you want to talk about him? Because you work together in the same cabinet, right?
Yeah. Nung siya ay secretary ng DPWH, halimbawa ito si Bernardo, hindi pa siya USEC noon. Finloat niya yan. No? Finloat niya yan. Tapos naging USEC ng panahon ni Digong.
Right.
No? At mukhang nung panahon na yon, dumami itong mga projects na may taint ng anomaly. No? Diyan din pumasok yung maraming mga projects with the Secretary of DPWH, si Mark Villar.
Right.
At dyan din pumasok yung mga contracts na malalaki with Diskaya. Even with the construction firm nung kamag-anak ni Bongo. No? So, maraming pwedeng sabihin pag naungkat yung dyan kay Yusek Bernardo. Pero finload yan ni Babe Singson. No? Kaya, for now, wala kang mahanap kahit ano against Babe Singson with a hint of anomaly. Kaya maganda yung choice sa kanya.
Isn't that exceptional? I mean, considering how corrupt... I remember nung time na nandun kayo sa poder. I mean, in fairness, ang daming daw mga corrupt na contractors ay galit sa DPWH Singson kasi they were like all taken out eh. Maraming nawala ng hanap buhay.
Tsaka ang policy niya, walang meeting outside my office.
Lahat
ay dito sa opisina. No, dito tayo mag-usap. No, para walang hanky-panky. Makikita ng CCTV na kayo pumapasok dito.
Correct.
Ganun yung kanyang policy. No? At ayun nga, nagbigay siya ng isang framework, master plan sa Duterte government regarding flood control. Pero parang tinapon lang ng Duterte government at naglunsad sila ng more than 13,000 flood control projects. Right. Kung ganun karami na flood control projects without a framework, without a master plan,
you're asking for
it will go to waste or
worse
magiging vulnerable siya sa graft and corruption or both. No?
Wait, di ba may master plan kayo nung time ni Aquino?
Yun nga yung binigay
Ba't walang master plan si Mark Villar? Sabi ni Yusek Claire.
Kung may master plan ka, baka mawalan ka ng mga libo-libong flood control projects. Paano ang master plan kasi? Magkakaroon ka ng flood control project sa mga river basin.
Right.
Which is very, very few. No? Doon mo titingnan. At yung mga water basin na yan, i-integrate mo sa isang national plan. Na basically, ang malaking bahagi niyan will be water impounding.
Right.
Saan mo dadalhin ng tubig? No? Like Tokyo, like Europe, etc.
Di ba may ADB project, yung Asian Development Bank, na medyo $1 billion din, pero maayos?
Ang problema sa mga foreign assisted project natin, napupunta sa lump sum eh.
Okay.
Katulad nitong controversial GAA
Yeah.
natin, no? Merong mga 240 yata, 250 billion na foreign assisted na natapon sa sa mga unprogrammed funds, no?
Yun lang.
Kaya kailangan natin yung BICAM report, yung tinatawag nilang small committee report para ma-deconstruct. Ano pa talaga yung mga nabawas sa NEP, no?
Right.
Because iba pa yung mga insertions, iba pa yung mga nabawas, no? Na napunta sa unprogrammed. Kunyari, alam ko, in 3 years, 1.45 trillion.
Right.
Yung mga budget cuts na yan at saka yung insertions na yan. So, mahalaga malaman, saan napunta yun? Gaano karami doon ang foreign assisted? Gaano karami doon ang galing sa mga GOCC?
Right.
Na ngayon ay napipilitan sila ang gobyerno na ibalik. Halimbawa yung PhilHealth, 60 billion. Pero bakit tinanggal in the first place?
Right.
May sariling rules sa mga GOCC na hindi basta-basta pwedeng gawlawin ng gobyerno. So, yan yung dapat i-deconstruct.
Hanky-panky.
Iba pa yung mga insertions na sinabi nga ni Senator Soto ay mismo siya inalok. Na habang ginagawa yung NEP, ay inalok na siya, magpasok ka ng 500 million dito. Ibig sabihin, even the NEP could have been padded. Pwedeng may insertions mismo yung NEP habang ginagawa. Paano pinag-uusapan natin ngayon? Insertions after the NEP.
Right.
Paano yung habang ginagawa yung NEP? So the plot thickens. Diba? Yun yung kailangan nating suriin. And who are those involved? Lalo na, sabi ng Presidente, mahiya naman kayo. Yung mahiya naman kayo, hindi lang insertions. Hindi lang other infrastructures, no? Hindi lang DPWH, no? Ang dami niyan. Kaya it's a Pandora's box eh. No? Isa lang yung DPWH, isa lang yung flood control, no? Pero ang pinakita nung rally nung last Sunday, 'di ba yung The Legend of the Pandora's Box, habang lumabas lahat, may naiwan sa loob.
Right.
Hope. At yun yung mensahe nung last Sunday. There is still hope.
Although may paradox with the Pandora's box na pwede natin balikan yung Greek mythology. But before we jump to the Greek mythology, may ICC pa tayong pag-usapan shortly before we end this part of our discussion. But Secretary Llamas, I mean, what about the momentum? Kasi some people are wondering, wait, so far everything is hitting the president's allies. What about yung mga alleged contracts? Well, Pulong had the biggest on the float contract, 51. What about yung Bongo's relatives allegedly involved in this? Can the ICI go after these people also? Because otherwise, this is gonna be just self-inflicted harm.
They should. Dahil sila Senator Ping Lacson, nung minority pa lang sila, ay nilabas na nila yan. Na itong investigation, dapat hindi tumigil with the present government. No? Kailangan balikan din yung previous government. Lalo na meron more than 13,000 flood control projects yun.
Right.
Diba? Ang hindi ko lang alam, how will they navigate that with a thin majority? At sa thin majority na yan, kasama yung 2 bilyar. At yung 1 bilyar was the Secretary of DPWH before, with the more than 13,000 flood control projects, with the 100 franchises for, ang tawag doon? Prime water.
Right.
No? So, will the investigations go back
Yun nga
to those years na yung isang senador na with his sister ay nakatulong magkaroon ng majority sa Senate. Wala akong naisip pahiwatig, pero ibig sabihin,
real politic yan, exactly.
Delicate yan.
So you're saying if the Villar's defect, then there'll be another counter coup?
If the Villar's defect, then the majority will have only 13 votes. And the 13th vote is a Cayetano, whose brother is the leader of the minority.
Right.
Pag umalis yung Cayetano, then there will be 12-12.
Yeah. hung parliament. Diba? Maging British system tayo.
So,
hung
sino
parliament.
makakuha yung isa, no? So,
oh, wow. This is crazy. Well, the one that, di ba si Lito Lapid daw, never nagkaroon ng ambisyon. Siya lang walang ambisyon.
Na maging Senate President.
Well, period. I mean, ano bang ginawa niya? Wala, Sir Ronald, like, ano ulit ang ginagawa ni Lito Lapid? Are you aware of it?
Mas circumspect siya. Komparado
Sabi na wait, Lito Lapid is still a senator.
Kumpara sa ibang senador na lumulubog sa sariling kumunoy sa kakasalita.
Yeah.
No? At least siya, hindi siya lumulubog sa sariling kumunoy.
He knows his limits. At least may humility and wisdom siya.
Sabi nga ni Clint Eastwood, a man has got to know his limitations.
Yun. Yan ang gusto ko sa'yo, sir. May bigla kang may mga dabam. Quotes. Last part, so we discussed ICI. Let's talk about ICC as we speak. Eto na, may mga charges na. Officially, lumalabas na. Ruben Carranza, some of the legal experts were saying one of the reasons why the Kaufman legal team of Digong were desperate. I was supposed to be now at The Hague. Right?
Si Ruben yung nagsabi dati sa'yo na medyo malabo yan. Yung ICC.
In fairness, so mali yung prediction niya. But he got the ICJ one right. I had an episode about him na the ICJ will push the issue of genocide. Ganun. In fairness, he got that correct. But I think, in fairness to Ruben, I'll have him back again on the show. But I think Ruben got wrong also. He was also, I think, overcritical of Karim Khan. In fairness, Karim Khan really has taken so many risks on so many fronts. We can talk about the other side of the ICC warrants of arrest and all. But going back to this, Sir Ronald, before mo ano yung ginagawa nila kay Reyes? Balikan natin mga sinabi mo. Wala naman perfect, Sir Ronald. Ikaw rin, hindi ka perfect eh.
Pero months lang naman yung difference.
Well, I mean,
sabi natin.
Alam ko may a certain Ronald Llamas at hindi uwi si Digong from Beijing. So I'm sorry.
Pero tumatawag sa akin ng gano'n? A certain.
A certain. Ako din eh. Kasi, ano ibig sabihin, sir? Pag sinabi, a certain Richard, a certain Ronald. Ibig sabihin, ayos sa atin, no? I think that's what it means.
Yung mismo pagkakasabi nun, negative na eh, no?
A certain. Parang, what's that supposed? Like, parang under...
At least, a certain political analyst. Diba? Hindi naman ako, I don't feel alluded to. I'm just a political heckler.
Yun na. At ako, I'm a pretentious public intellectual. No, but let's talk about the ICC issue. I mean, eto na, actually, Sarah, I have a theory. I ran it with Justice Carver. Remember yung live commentary natin as he was being arrested and taken to Villamor, and I said, Villamor. I said, Wait lang, Sir Justice Carmen, hindi pa parang rendition to, extraordinary rendition. Tapos pa parang si Justice napatawa na lang. Hindi ko alam, tanongin mo lang si Ronald. And then,
Political
yan, di ba? Tapos ginamit dun sa ICC mismo yung term na rendition. So sabi ko, oh my God, ginamit yung sinabi natin. And then, di ba, winakback natin. Pero, kutob ko, may kinalaman tayo sa nangyari ngayon. Dahil, siguro sinabi na ng mga DDS, wait lang, rendition. Di naman mag-guess ng tawagin natin kidnapping. So, feeling ko, they fell into the trap. So, ngayon, dahil tinawag nilang kidnapper ang ICC.
Ba't tayo papakawalan yan? Ang nakidnap victim ba, babalik?
like, kinidnap ka namin, pero babalik ka sa amin pag nirelease ka namin. Tuloy ngayon. Pero, isn't it even worse? Because Sarah said, my love life, si Digong. As a lover boy, Sir Ronald, hindi ba kailangan ng energy and lucidity to have a love life? Hindi ba? Like,
I don't feel alluded to.
I don't feel a certain sabi natin, Sir Ronald, bilang a certain lover boy, Sir Ronald.
Ano problema sa'yo? Naglalagay ka ng patibong So, fellow patibongero.
Oh my God. I was about to say, finally, we have an episode where
I saw that a mile away. So.
No, but seriously, Sir Ronald, if he has time for love life, as Sara Duterte said, why is he not competent to stand before the court?
Well, yung daughters na niya nagsabi. Right. Si Kitty, si Sarah, he's okay. Tapos sasabihin ni Kaufman na hindi na siya makaalala.
Exactly.
Hindi na siya, parang
ulyanin na.
Invalid na. So, right. Mismo yung mga anak ko. So, walang coordination. Walang coordination, di ba? Kung yung mga anak kasi nagsabi, kawawa naman yung tatay namin. Hindi na kami makilala. Di ba? Yung mga ganun ba? Wala Sabi ng mga anak, okay siya.
Nagchismis pa. Kamusta ang love life ng mga anak niya? Ganyan. At saka sabi ni Sarah, di ba? He's worked up with the corruption scandals because he's a very clean guy. He's a very incorruptible guy.
Kaya yun, pinapadelay nila yung confirmation hearing, di ba? Yeah. Ang dami nilang pinapadelay. Ito, walang ganong history ang ICC. Hindi ba nila alam? No, hindi pa nangyari sa history ng ICC.
Kala nila mga court na local courts yung mga delaying tactics.
Kaya hindi ko maintindihan yung mga chant dito na bring him home.
Maraming version na bring home na medyo iba na.
Mukhang hindi nila kilala yung ICC, di ba? So, sa bagay, ang alam nila yung mga barangay justice.
But Kaufman should know. Kaya ang theory ni Senator Trillanes is, may meter
Yan nga. Kaufman.
May tumatakbong meter.
Naghahanap buhay yung tao di ba? Pabayaan mo na.
Yan ang problema Tsaka talo talaga sila pag may kaso
So, sabihin ngayon ni Harry Roque, told you so.
I told you so. Speaking of Harry, Sir Ronald, let's end on this note. Kasi ang pustahan ngayon, sinong unang uwi? Si Zaldi or si Harry? Like, anong pusta tayo? Sinong unang uwi sa Zaldi or Harry?
Ako, bring him home.
Humba. Sino mas mahumba sila kayong dalawa, Sir Ronald?
Baka umuwi si Harry dahil namimiss na niya yung humba. Pag nandun kasi siya kumakain ng humba, inaaway siya.
Ayaw na rin sa kanya ng mga DDS, di ba?
Actually mo yun, no? Inatake ka because of katakawan mo sa humba. Diba? How the mighty have fallen.
Hindi siya invited. Tapos kinain pa niya yung humba nila.
Diba? How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Diba? Anong tawag doon? Karma.
Yun. Ayoko. Di ba, Sir Ronald, since ikaw lang nanonood ng kanyang TikTok video, sabi mo parang nagmamakaaw. Victim na rin siya ngayon. Vulnerable siya. He's vulnerable.
Vulnerable siya.
He's very vulnerable.
Talagang pag napanood nyo yung kanyang TikTok, no? Talagang kawawa siya. No?
Wait, you just said wala kang Facebook. Hindi ka updated sa... Pero meron kang TikTok?
Iba naman yung TikTok sa Facebook.
Sir Ronald, Gen Z kasi target audience mo, no?
Iba yung TikTok.
Sir Ronald.
TikTok, China yun
Kaya binabantayan mo. Which is a perfect segue for our next episode. Kasi pag-usapan natin yung gulo nangyari sa Menjola the other week. Of course, sa West Philippine Sea, may mga medyo...
Pero problema sa'yo, ililink mo na naman sa West Philippine Sea yung gulo sa Menjola.
Wala akong sinasabi. Ang sinasabi ko lang,
nakita ko na
the world is a complicated place.
May conspiracy theory ka na.
Hindi. Theory lang. Walang conspiracy. Pag-usapan natin sa next episode. At saka, how can we turn the trillion peso march into trillion peso movement. Pag-usapan natin yan, Sir Ronald. On that note, thank you very much for bearing with us. I really tried to behave. And then when I said Harry or Zaldi,
I felt so bullied.
it's like, so sa mga followers si Sir Ronald, patawarin nyo kami sa mga backhanded compliments namin sa isa't isa. On that note, catch you on the next episode ng Pilipinas 360 Degrees.